Alrighty, everybody, let me put the music on. That's a little bone mic. There we go. Alright, let me fix some things up here and then we'll start. It's I've also repositioned the mic. So for like people who usually like chat on my streams, let me know how that sounds. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this because nobody's here yet, but yeah. I hope I got the position of the mic right, because I've noticed that like when I was checking the recording for the last art stream, some stuff got cut off near the end, and I don't know if it was just because I was talking in a certain way, or if it's the position of the mic, but hopefully this helps it. But yeah, so today, I'm just gonna be fixing up the Rouge drawing, seeing if I could tweak it up a little bit. And I have like a mannequin right here that I did while studying some like Rouge drawings made by other people, and I was gonna use the original like not fan art, but like the original artwork for Rouge and like the games, but I usually don't like follow that closely to the art style of something I'm doing fan art of anyway, so I'm just gonna like take creative liberties like I usually do when doing fan art, and I just came up with this. And here's like the mannequin that I have right here that I was like tweaking a little bit while like doing studies. And I'm gonna apply it here, see if I could use it to fix this drawing up a little bit, and after that we'll do the usual line art, and then we'll be like doing the coloring, and if I have enough time I'll play some Enter the Gungeon, because I've been replaying it and I have been loving that a lot lately. So yeah. Hello, you did some Rouge anatomy? Yeah, I was saying that I was like studying like fan art of like Rouge, because I usually don't follow like closely to like the official stuff anyway when I'm doing like fan art for whatever. And like there are some fan artists that were like doing the neck thing like right here, like you were mentioning, and I'm like, yeah, if I'm gonna like pull this drawing off, I am gonna have to give her like a neck. I don't like doing for Sonic characters, but for her case I'm just gonna have to make the exception. And that's what I came up with. Also, as I was saying earlier, let me know if the mic sounds good, because I was checking last stream that like my voice didn't come through that well near the end of it, so I repositioned the mic to see if that'll fix it. Mic sounds fine? Okay, good. Yeah, because I was checking the VOD of last year and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to like do something about this. Well, that's good. But yeah, basically what you said there, like an illusion of a neck. Just like, just emphasize it there, cause yeah. And I noticed that this other mannequin doesn't have the neck, so let me actually fix that. But how are you doing? I'm doing well. I had to do some stuff before I stream today, so I may sound a little worn out. and I do have something to have to do after the stream, so I don't even know if this will be long. So you're probably not gonna see Gungeon today. I would like to stream it at some point, but yeah. I'm going to try doing this art stream as quick as I can. Which is definitely not always the case with me, because y'all know that I take my sweet time when drawing. Got off work, relax a bit, ate some food. It's cold and wet where I live though. The body narrowing where the head, it connects to the body. Yeah. Which is what I noticed when doing those Rouge studies. I kind of like that. I tend to learn a lot about characters and how they work structurally. I take my sweet time when I'm drawing wild 7-hour drawings. Yep, that is what I am also referring to. You know, and the fact that I don't really like trying to rush, because I know there's like the exception where I was able to draw these two quickly, but you do notice like errors and stuff, and oh whoop. I try not to be like a perfectionist when I'm drawing. But I just can't help it. Like, if I see a mistake there, I'm gonna correct it. I want to say that I blame XCal's drawing tips, but honestly, like, those videos are a good reminder of, I should definitely correct my drawings when I can. Like, if I noticed a mistake. This is also why I don't really like to work super fast, because I love to let a drawing sit there and give it some breathing room before I go back to it and be like, okay, here's the mistake, here's that mistake. Rushing, rushing I can. We were a lot of balls. Art start. That typo really killed the sense. Wait, let me. Was it? The drawing is where a lot of flaws with art start to happen. I think that's what you are meant to type, but like your phone fucked you up there. But yeah, I don't like to rush drawings. So like I'm one of the artists that have grown to really love enjoying the process as I get older. Which is also why I don't want to work for studios, because you have to be rushing, and I'm just, cause there are some things that I would like to do faster, but it's also there's just some things where I rather not rush that part of the process. I'd rather just take my time. Forgot the eye. I don't know how that popped up, but rushing causes pieces of art to have a lot of flaws because you're just, fuck it, it's good enough when it's probably not. Yeah. That's what I learned from watching like Steven Sanchez's art tutorials back in the DeviantArt days, where he made a point where it's like, you know, if there's a mistake in your drawing, don't be like, oh my god, like there's this mistake, but fuck it, like it's good enough, right? Like, no, actually fix it, because it's like it wouldn't matter how much time you spend on the drawing if you just rush it like that. This is like, nah, fuck that. DeviantArt trash fire. I mean, it was like, it is trash fire, but there are some genuinely like good artists that I've met there. Andrew Dobson, happy one. It is amazing that like you brought up Andrew Dobson and when we were doing the Azumanga Daioh watch party. Holy shit, that was like, wow. Holy shit. That was a really strange blast from the past I was not expecting. I'm not gonna go into context of how like how that conversation went about for the watch party, but if you were there, then you know. All I'm gonna say, you followed Dobson. Back then, because I thought his art was nice, but that was when I wasn't aware of his much earlier stuff. Yeah. I'm not gonna clarify, but if you were aware of what Andrew Dobson was at first, then yeah. Again, I was following him when I didn't see any of that, nor knew about that. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, before his Bear Saga, because I only learned about that through like Twitter back when I had a Twitter account, and I was like, what? Why is he a blue bear now? I don't fucking get it. It used to be really good. Also, I've met a lot of friends that are like talking. Oh yeah, you told me that. I think the first time I knew Taki was from Facebook. I don't really I don't think I've ever seen her DeviantArt account. If I did, then I completely forgot, and like I mostly know her from Facebook. You did try to hide it from people and even pretended to be a chick when making that art. Wow. Wow. Okay then. Or Andrew Dobson does not know, if you are popular, whether it be a good or popular or bad popular, but if you're popular, then what you do on the internet stays on the internet. He changed to a blue bear because people kept complaining that his human representation of himself had hair when in real life Dobson was completely bald. I think I've seen like clips of him like in reality, but I am honestly I don't really remember. All I know from that clip was that someone was pretending to get an autograph from him, only to like spray his face with water with like like those little bottle sprays that you could like put like water or anything else in it, and I'm like, okay then. Well, not complaining, more like they kept mentioning it. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess, but it's like there are lots of like cartoon versions of like artists or YouTubers or whatever that aren't like completely accurate to how they look. Mostly because they just rather not have that on their like little cartoon version of them, or you can't really like sometimes you can't really like capture like the style that the cartoon version is drawn in. But I guess in this case Dobson just didn't want to like have the ball headedness, which is like I get it. Oh, you've seen that clip as well? Yeah, I don't even know how I stumbled onto that clip. It was probably from like a YouTube video, like a quote unquote exposing Dobson or whatever. And I just saw that. I'm like, huh. That was an interesting video that I just stumbled upon. Although with Dobson, he let that stuff really get to him. Yeah. Which I'm going to guess he attracted lots of unwanted attention with not only his very first type of artwork, but also just like a lot of his like web comics. Because I want to emphasize, like, I followed him just because I thought like his art style was neat, but then I started to not really like him because it's like I mentioned in like the watch party that I had with my friends over at my server. It's just he he was like criticizing people who were who had like an anime-esque art style, or at least things that were inspired by anime into like their artwork. Even though the dude has characters that basically look anime as fuck, even though they're like drawn in a Western cartoon style. Not to fucking mention, like, a lot of his like strange critiques and like that are presented in his webcomics just are either really dumb or just don't really make any sense. Which I would say some examples of it right now, but honestly, I don't really remember much of like his webcomics. All I know is that a lot of the points he made were not good points. Kind of makes me wonder what even the oh no okay, you know what the thing that was really dumb when he was trying to like compare like PCs to Apple products. So he was saying like, oh, you know, PCs are really dirty and like messy and blah blah blah, but like with Apple products like a Mac, like they're way cleaner and better. And it's just that webcomic is so dumb because it's like, you know, like PCs won't be dirty if you're not a slob. And it's like, you know, a PC can do a lot more than a Mac can because of like customization options and such. Yeah, he's also like a lol cow, which unfortunate if you are like fated to be one on the internet, but it's also like a lot of the stuff he does is like he just attracts a really unwanted attention with shit like that. Here's the thing with Dobson, and I mentioned this during the watch party. I like his style. His technical work is just dog shit. Yeah, it's just for me. Like a lot of like his web comics talking about art stuff, like they either just make really dumb points, or they just like flat out just don't make as much sense as he wants them to. especially like that PC and Mac one that I just mentioned. Because like in his example, like the PC side, you see like the computer desk really messy and stuff, and saying, "Oh, like it's like really dumb and stuff." But then like in the Mac side, you see the computer clean and stuff, and I forgot what he was exactly trying to say, but it's also like, yeah, people will tell you that a PC is like better than a Mac because customization options, and there it is true that a lot of digital artists use Apple products, but you could also use a Windows like computer. I'm using one right now, and I'm drawing. I'm here. Oh yeah, and the Power Girl incident where like some Power Girl cosplayer consented to like getting their photos taken, and the person who was taking the photos was that cosplayer's boyfriend, and then Dobson made like a web comic about like that incident, painting the photographer as a bad person. And then people called him out on it, and he tried to play it off, and I'm like, dude, just fucking take the L on that one. And yes, Lycans, first off, welcome to the stream. And yes, it's Street Fighter and versus X-Men music. Figured it's fitting because, I mean, the subject matter, which, you know, if you haven't seen the first stream or first VOD on my YouTube channel, I am drawing Rouge as, like, cosplaying as Rogue. This is the drawing that we finished, like, in the first stream. But, I am doing the corrections now, just to make it look a little better. You wasn't there. Well, now you're here for the first one, so good for you. Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna copy this. And I'm going to do some Frankenstein shit. Which, I don't usually do corrections like this, but fuck it. We're just gonna move everything around. Cyclops Children of the Atom theme is best theme. I don't really, I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah. There we go. We're doing corrective surgery on this last, yeah. We're just, I'm like, because I'm just gonna do the line art, I'm as my like, instead of just just like taking like this mannequin and like doing a redraw, I'm just gonna move everything to make it fit the mannequin, cause fuck it. You're going to be like some strange wizard or plastic surgeon right now. Oh, yes, a plastic wizard surgeon. There you go. Have you ever heard of Andres Chesworth? Oh, Andrew Chesworth. I'm not familiar with that name, no. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to reference the a rogue outfit. Knuckles is Gambit. I was thinking that. So I honestly, it's kind of hard to imagine him as Gambit since like Knuckles and Gambit have like completely different personalities. At least like from the '90s show. Like I don't really know him much from the comic books. Kinda forgot how he was in the movies. Sonic is Cyclops. I would think he'd be like Quicksilver or something, because you know, speed, which I guess that's an easy one, but you know. He's a pretty talented guy. I shared his recent short. You'll share his recent short after stream. Also, I met he was an animator. Oh, he sucked in the movies. Oh, you mean Gambit? I'm thinking about like him personalities wise though, because I don't know if he like has the same laid back personality that like the '90s version had. Because I'm only familiar with Gambit in the '90s animated show. I don't like really know him outside of that. Quicksilver is a bitch. I mean, from the stuff that I hear about Cyclops, he's not. I don't see Sonic being like that. Cable. I mean, I could kind of see that, yeah. You missed a message. My bad. Andrew Chesworth was Dobson's college roommate. He worked at Disney, a place Dobson wanted to be. Silver would be Cable. Oh yeah, time traveling. Yeah, that's a good point right there. I didn't know he was roommates with someone like that. Um, did you mention like what movies he made? Like I'm curious, like what did he work on? We could have lived in an alternate timeline where Dobson worked on some of those stuff. Oh hell nah. I didn't see anything like that back when I was following him. That's kind of fucked up. Well, actually not even kind of, that's really fucked up. Just being a hater for no reason. Like, look, he made it to Disney, not you, but he had nothing to do with that. Frozen, Moana, and Zootopias are one that come to mind. Oh. And imagine a timeline where he worked on that instead of his roommate. That. Blaze's Kitty Pride. Big as the cat is the Blob. I mean, he does have that attack in Sonic Heroes where he's throwing his weight around like a actual weapon, so actually, yeah.
Thanks for the follow.
Who followed me? Delight Ted, or something. I couldn't read it on time, but thank you, Delight. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, this is Rouge's theme. Hey, that's fitting. The Sonic X-Men. I'm honestly I'm wondering if we're gonna see something like that next, because they did that DC
Thanks
crossover. Another follow. Lycans. Okay. Thank you for the follow again. You know, with that DC like crossover, I'm wondering if DC like Animations is gonna do like a like a fucking like animated movie. Cause like they did that with like that Ruby crossover and like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. But I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna do like an animated thing with like that Sonic crossover soon. Maybe, because I know like Sega can be a little strict with like Sonic crossing over to other stuff. So who knows if they'll actually do that, but that would actually be pretty cool. Also, Lycans, why are you like... What the fuck is that emoji you always use? Not like this? Like, why you keep spamming that? They did that with Ruby because WB owned them at the time. And yeah, Sonic did meet Spawn once. But what about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing? Like, what's up with that one? By the way, welcome, Denny. I gotta say hi to you. And both have met Raiden. That's true. My guess is that the TMNT, they made a deal with Paramount to co-produce it. Huh. I guess it also like depends on how successful the crossover is. Cause I know like I don't know anything about the Ruby one, but I do know that the TMNT one was really popular. So maybe if the Sonic one is popular, then maybe they'll make like an animated version of that crossover. Spawn was in Soul Calibur. Oh, by the way, speaking of Soul Calibur, really cool that they're putting like that in like the GameCube catalog for Switch 2. I never played the GameCube version of Soul Calibur 2, and I could always play the that version of it on my GameCube. Teehee, but it's cool that like they'll put that there. I have an excuse to look into that version of Soul Calibur 2 and play as Link. Yep, they also had Tekken, which that one's not as impressive because Namco owns Tekken already. They also had a crossover with what is it? Assassin's Creed. The Witcher, I think, right? I don't know anything about The Witcher, but I know people love it a lot. Yeah, so my Pirates of the Caribbean GameCube. Yeah, it's really cool that people can like experience Soul Calibur 2 again if they didn't back then. They're overrated books. Damn. The Ruby DC comic crossover crashed and burned. It did terribly. Damn. What about the Sonic one? I'm curious about that one. But you're looking forward to Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness? I never played those Pokemon games. I know like the tone is like very different compared to like mainline Pokemon. You know, par for the course with like Pokemon spin-offs, but yeah. Oh yeah! Yeah, Lycans is right. They had God of War in like the PSP version, the Tales of series on the Wii version, 2B from like Nier Automata, and that samurai dude from the Samurai Showdown. I completely forgot about those. But that was like around the time where I like mentally checked out of like Soul Calibur. Only because like lore and fighting games usually don't dictate how I play the games or enjoy them. But yeah, I just found the story of Soul Calibur really weird, like around 5, because it's like, oh, you have Soul Edge, that's like the evil sword, and then Soul Calibur, that's the slightly less evil sword. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I haven't paid much attention to the modern crossovers. Oh yeah, my manager was complaining about the Switch 2 announcement. Why? Like the games or the prices. I know that's been like a huge thing with people. Which I definitely get it, but I'm not, like I said, I doubt I'm gonna get the Switch 2 day one. And I'm gonna I probably might end up like going back to job hunting, because I have not been doing that lately. So I'll probably get it at some point. I don't know when. Because I already have a huge fucking backlog to like go through already. So, The Switch 2 is awesome, but that's not like my priority right now. Maru? Oh, well, I don't really know much about the Samurai Showdown. All I know is that's a cool fighting game made by SNK. Their prices being $90, he was saying they'll probably be 100 soon after that. Yeah. I mean, people have been saying that GTA 6 is going to be $100, which is pretty insane to me. And Soul Calibur 3, you can make Cosmos. Cosmos. Is that the fucking girl from Xeno Saga? That like another Cosmos that I'm thinking of. My girl right now is getting a gaming PC. I keep saying I'm going to get it, but I get money screwed. You'll get there. You'll get there. Honestly, I was really hyped for a Switch 2, but to be... Hold on. To be a little annoying once more. I mean, come on. Come on. Enter the Gungeon 2. Enter the fucking Gungeon 2. Like, bruh. Sequel to my favorite fighting game. I'm not fighting game. My favorite game of all time. Bro. Bro, I'm like, you know what? The Switch 2 is cool, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Give me that fucking game. Alright, and yeah, you're talking about the one in Xeno Saga? Yeah. Cosmos, your favorite Transformer. Do you remember correctly, you, like, I have to make her, then she becomes a fish. What? That's how you unlock her? That's a really weird way of unlocking a character in a fighting game. Or any game. To unlock the character, you have to create the character first. And then you unlock their official version. Weird. The new City of Wu's guest characters are weird. A DJ and soccer player. Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? Now we're just having like real people become fighting game characters? That's kind of fucking weird. Told everyone here before, you're out of console gaming. I was even about to get Bolt Gun for PS4 since it's on sale, but then I was like, fuck no, I'm not wasting money in any like more console games. I haven't really been focusing on console games much except for like Nintendo stuff because this computer is just really damn good. And I got it refurbished too, and it just works like a charm. So it's like unless it's like a Nintendo thing, I just don't feel the need to spend anything anymore on like console games unless it's like an exclusive or something. Like you know, like the Nintendo stuff, and there's also like some Vanillaware games that you can't get on PC, which I wish was not the case, but it is, unfortunately. We really should port Odin Sphere and Muramasa Blade and Dragon's Crown to PC. Please. I may not even buy any more physical Switch 2 games if they end up being close to 100, including tax. I'd rather not share my opinion. Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna focus on getting digital stuff. Because I've been used to buying digital stuff for my gaming PC anyway. And I wanna like I wanna get like a terabyte SD card for like Switch 2. So I'm probably just gonna end up buying like all my stuff digital now. Besides, I don't really have that much room in my room anymore. I like I have to like throw some stuff out, but it's also like I want to keep my room space free as possible. Okay, you have to head out. You'll be back in a few probably. Alright, low Q. If we don't see you, then see you later. I don't even want to blame Nintendo on prices, because I'm pretty sure oh, yeah. I was gonna say, like, you don't have to mention them. We know who you're talking about. But yeah. It sucks, but I don't really, I don't really know what to say, but yeah. Rouge looks phenomenal. Oh, thank you, Loki. Yeah. I'm actually surprised I'm doing so well. Even though I got a lot more to do. The terrorist cannot be it because that direct because the price was probably it decided months ago. There have been a lot of theories about like why the Switch price is the way it is. I mean, I'm not gonna like make theories about that because you know it's not that type of stream, but I honestly have no idea of like what it could be because I don't know. I like I like it has to be something else, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like I have to research on it, but I don't know. Something tells me it could be another factor that we're not considering. Whether it be like the technology that they're using for the Switch 2, and as for the games themselves, like Tears of the Kingdom was $70. So I don't know if it's because of like the type of like cartridges they're using for the Switch 2, or if it's like some other thing that is in the games or in like the like cartridges themselves. That's all I could think of. Like that is like the only thing that I could think of, like if it's not like the tariffs. I I don't know. Like I said, I have to look into it, but I'm probably not going to, knowing me. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Yeesh. I swear, this tablet pen's shortcut buttons do not work when I want them to. It's annoying. Nintendo did say they need to delay pre-orders because they need to access the situation with tariffs and official accounts. There is that too. But to like raise it to like $70, like I don't know. I have, like I said, I have to look into it. Like I'm not calling anybody in the chat liars. Oh, by the way, I'm not trying to like say anyone is a liar, but it's also like I like to look into things because I'm like a very skeptic in nature most of the time. Does this fucking head look round? I don't know. It kind of looks round, but let's see. Let's do the test. Alpha is a bona fide furry artist now, and you're proud. When are you ever gonna stop doing headcanons, Lycans? When will you ever stop that? Lycans is forever gonna make weird headcanons of me, and he will always be disappointed. Like I'll draw Sonic characters, and I want to draw like do more cream drawings, because I did promise that on Blue Sky, but I've just been focused on other stuff lately, so I haven't been doing that, but well, that no real ideas for like cream drawings have come to mind. But it's like, yeah, I'm only doing this Rouge drawing just for the inside joke. That's the only reason. Other than that, I don't know what I would draw Rouge doing in any other fan art. Like I like Rouge is cool, but I'm not really like much of a Rouge fan. Like not enough to like do like drawings. More Sega crossovers. I know. You know what? What do you know, Lycans? What of like the crossover? I mean, that's if I have an interest in it. What to do with Rouge? Bang. I no, we're not doing drawings like that with Rouge. No, no. No, thank you. I'm not that type of artist. I will not shame people for getting off to that, even though I like to make fun of like Mikusagi for that, but that's because I'm her friend and I'm fucking around with her. But no, I'm not drawing any of that. Fuck no. No, thank you. Good lord. We're almost an hour in. Damn, maybe I won't be able to do the Gungeon stream because I really want to. Because I was playing, like I was replaying Enter the Gungeon with like a few mods. One that I thought was really cool was called Planet Side of Gunimity or something like that. It adds like a ton of stuff, which is kind of like a fan-made DLC, which I thought was really cool. I will definitely like show off Gungeon, like maybe not in like the Saturday and Sunday slot, but like in days where I could like stream at night, cause everyone needs to see my favorite game more. That's the reason why. That is the reason why. Sure, we could add the Fang there. Miku is a furry. You weren't you there in like the tier list thing that she was making with Digimon? I would assume that. I mean, granted, she was doing that as a joke. I don't really know if she's a furry, but yeah. I'm not gonna spread any like rumors of one of my friends, so I don't know. You have to ask her that yourself. Renamon is all you need. There are also freaks out there who would also say Gatomon, which again, I'm not gonna judge, but it's also like that's just a fucking cat with gloves. Oh my god. And Rana? Wait, there's a Rena and Ranamon? Wait, who's Ranamon? Is that like an alternate version of Renamon? Or is that like a completely different... Gatomon is the most furry? Yeah, and it's kind of like, holy shit, you have like fallen into the darkness and have not gotten up at all. Ranamon is the fish lady from the show. Oh, is that her fucking name? I didn't even know that was her name. Wow, that is so close to Renamon. Huh. Well, now I know what the fuck her name is. Okay. Gatomon is too furry. Yeah. So it's like if you're into Gatomon like that, you are definitely like way too deep in the darkness. Oh, I just realized that this is Sabretooth's theme. Interesting theme for this guy. Looks up Randomon. Damn, why am I actually into this? But there are people who are into like the Zoras from like Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. So I'm not surprised people would be into that one. I mean, I just like the design because I love you. No, yeah, I get that. Like, whether you think, like, she's a cool character or you're just, like, you know, like, sure. But the one that confuses me is if you're into Gatomon like that. Like, it's... Like Lycan said, like, you're, like, extreme in the furry thing. But it's also, like, I think you've fallen into darkness at that point. Which I know Gatomon not evolves, wow. That's a sin on my part. I meant digivolves into like an angel. But still, it's just like, huh. You love Zoras? Yeah, the Zoras are really cool. I love both the designs that I've mentioned. You have a frog girl, also for a reason. Gatomon, Ice Sleeve, and Jibumon, real shit. Yeah. But you would think that'd be the case, but no, there are people who are like the reverse of that. I'm like, okay, sure. Damn Jenny out here being base. Yeah, Danny, Danny has really great tastes and cool OCs. 'Cause yeah, like I would like to see like Zoras more often, like especially be playable, because you only can play as them in like Majora's Mask when you use the Zora's Mask in like in the Hyrule like warrior games. Like the only time you could like play as them. Then again, I would like to play as other characters other than Link at some point, but I don't know. I guess you won't be able to do that unless it's like a Warriors game or if it's like a special occasion. Kind of like how you could play as Zelda and like Echoes of Wisdom, which I still want to get. I don't know if they're gonna make like the Switch 2 edition though. So I might have to hold off on that. Also, I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity counts since you have me. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the Hyrule Warriors games, like whether it be like the original or like the Breath of the Wild one, and then there's also like the Tears of the Kingdom one, where you could like play as that Zora champion. So that counts too. What the hell is that Zora champion's name in Tears of the Kingdom? I don't even fucking remember. All I know is that like the champions back then wore masks, so you couldn't really tell who they were. They were just like the champions. Yeah, I don't really like know about like the champions of those games. All I know is like Zelda really needed their help, like, and they just did their job. You only played the first Hyrule Warriors? I would like to, because that actually looks like a really fun game that I could just chill to. The only Warriors game I played was the Breath of the Wild one, which was fun, but that game I feel seriously needs a Switch 2 edition, because those poor frame rates. I like that they made a distinction between River Sora and Sea Sora. Oh yeah, for like Echoes of Wisdom. That one was really good, yeah. I kind of like the fact that there's actually a difference between them, and it kind of explains why like those Zoras attack you, but then like the other Zoras are like cool and chill. The poor frame rates of the 3DS version. I've only played the 3DS version once, but I don't remember how it is. I'm interested in Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment because it seems like it will star Zelda in her own story. Yeah, it's basically gonna be like a prequel with into Tears of the Kingdom, or a midquel, because it kind of takes place like sort of in like Tears of the Kingdom. It like just shows what she's doing. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna stick with that, or if it's gonna be like a Age of Calamity where everyone thought it was a prequel, but then it started doing its own thing halfway to the story. I guess we're gonna find out when the game gets released. Also, let me cover this character quickly, because then Twitch is gonna be like, "What you doing there?" Just kidding. Twitch wouldn't be dumb enough to think that a mannequin is bad for an art stream, right? Yeah, that's probably the Twitch moderators seeing this and be like, "What are you doing? What's that?" That's gonna be you with the Twitch moderators. Yeah, good luck, Lycans. They have stronger powers than me or the mods in the stream. Keep that in mind. Never forget Twitch adult in terms of a service update disaster that happened. I forgot about all of that. I don't really keep up with it as much as I should because I'm a fucking streamer on their website. But yeah, Twitch does some wild stuff sometimes that I wish they would think about, but they never do, fortunately. That one is all on them. Yeah, the Twitch stuff that is really stupid is usually on like the people who run the service, which is just like it's just like an issue I have with them and YouTube. They just do stupid changes and updates that really doesn't benefit anyone but themselves. Which I get, you wanna like keep your advertisers happy and stuff and don't wanna like get into like serious trouble. But it's also like you end up fucking the people who use your website and help you make the revenue in the first place. So it's like they should really think way more when implementing those fucking rules or changes. Oh, do you know what? Her jacket. Alright, let me see how it looks. Oh, that looks a lot better. A lot better. So we are actually doing some good improvements. Let me lower the mic a bit. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now. Yeah, let me check on the playlist because I think everything ended. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me put something else. Oh, okay, wait. Now for Marvel superheroes and like Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter, which I doubt has Rogue in it, but fuck it. It's still a Capcom thing. You kind of want to see Sonic X-Men crossover. I wonder who Amy would be. Yeah, kind of tough to think who Amy would be in a crossover like that. The only one that I think would make sense would be Blaze as Jean Grey, because then you could have like an evil like super version of Blaze be like Phoenix. Well, Dark Phoenix, I mean, but yeah. Because like like regular Phoenix has like a pyrokinesis, and that's basically what Blaze has. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think Lycans made a suggestion. Where is it? Oh no, he just said Blaze as Kitty Pryde. Nah. I honestly think Blaze would be better as Phoenix. I think Amy could either be Jubilee or Storm. I could see her being Jubilee, yeah. because both their personalities are like kind of similar to each other. At least from the 90s version. Again, I I really haven't read too many X-Men comics. The only X-Men comics that I read were like the Ultimate X-Men, and I know that is like a very completely like different continuity altogether. We could listen to Children of the Atom after the soundtrack. I mean, if I'm still streaming after this soundtrack ends, because I don't know how long I'm going to keep going. Because all I'll say is I won't be spending more than like 3 hours for this stream, because I do have to get to doing something. Oh yeah, Amy would definitely pull off that outfit. You know, I could actually do that for the next art stream. Fuck it. I actually like that idea. Amy as Jubilee would actually be cool. Shit, no, actually, Danny, no, I could do that one. Hell, I could even do like Phoenix as Blaze as Phoenix. I don't know if I'll do all the Sonic characters though, because I don't even know like what would be good fits besides Silver being Cable, but I don't know. It depends on my mood. X-Men versus Alpha. I would have to make my other OCs besides like Marie and Star Angel, because I don't know if those two would be able to take on the entire cast of X-Men, if I'm gonna be honest. Especially like ones like Magneto or like Phoenix, like I mentioned, or any like psychic users. X-Men has a lot of overpowered fucking characters. Which I get, but this is like, damn. There are lots of super strong people in like superhero stories, like holy shit. To be fair, I actually have 2,000 points and I wouldn't mind spending my points in a request for Amy as Jubilee if it was still there. Nah, you don't have to. Like, hell, the reason why I'm doing this is because I didn't really have an idea for an art stream. Because I've been spending all of my art time working on my, like, personal stuff. Like, things related to Marie and Star Angel, like the webcomic and all that. I was like, I don't really know what to draw. But then, like, that inside joke with me, like, mixing up like Rouge as a Rogue when I type her name, I was like, you know what, fuck it, art stream. Marie versus Onslaught. Damn. You want Marie to die? I mean, granted, I don't even know like how like his power scales if we're like taking in like comic books and such. Because I only know of Onslaught through, like, the game. I don't know him, like, in the comic books. I don't even think he was in, like, a movie or show, right? Because I know Onslaught is supposed to be, like an evil version of Charles Xavier or something like that. Right? Someone correct me. Maria versus Onslaught. Oh god. And then Shadow would be like the Copen of like X-Men and just like start trying to kill every mutant to avenge Maria. That would happen. That would definitely happen. Oh, you're good. You're back from Goodwill. Welcome back. We were talking about like me now wanting to do like Amy like cosplaying as Jubilee because like both their personalities are the same. So I figured that could be the next drawing. And also like Blaze as Phoenix and like a Dark Phoenix version of her, which I think would also be a fun drawing. I don't know if I'll do any other characters. And then Lycans brought up like X-Men versus Alpha, and I only have like Marie and Star Angel, and then he brought up like Marie versus Onslaught. And Onslaught is supposed to be like an evil version of Charles, right? Because that's like the impression I got from like the first Marvel versus Capcom. I don't know him outside of the like that game, because I don't think he appeared in any show or movie. Magneto, Master of Magnets. Yep. Wait, Onslaught is the power. Oh, I didn't even see your comment there, like, I'm sorry. Onslaught is the power of Professor X, but the anger of Magneto. Huh. Yeah, because my dad told me something similar, but like how, like, so was it like they're both of their personalities like clashing with each other, and it took physical form or something like that? You could do the wheelchair girl from Sonic X as Professor X. Maybe I could do that. Why did I fucking... Eggman has a Magneto. That would be funny. He could like make some mecha suit or something that like lets him control magnets. This is a really cute theme for Chun-Li. You know, people have been saying like Chun-Li's theme is like really cool in Street Fighter 6. I have yet to listen to that soundtrack, which I know is blasphemous of me. I usually love fighting game soundtracks, but I haven't really had an interest in listening to it. Oh, I know Eggman as the guy who built the Sentinels. Oh yeah, the Egg Sentinel. That would actually be... that would actually be pretty fire. I could just have like the Death Egg robot that looks like a Sentinel. Eggman builds a wooden gun. That's from the Fantastic Four cartoon, right? I know you're referencing something like that. Okay, yeah. I know Loki shared that, but yeah. I'm probably, after I draw the jacket, I'll take a break. I'm probably not gonna be able to finish like the drawing today, but you know, I rather take the time to do the corrections because now it looks a lot better. Like that clip of like Magneto fighting against the Fantastic Four, and then like Mr. Fantastic makes that wooden gun. But that is definitely very like an early like comic book esque wackiness that I love. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad I took the time to do the correction because I actually like this a lot more than the first one. I forgot Dan was in this game. Shoutouts to Dan from going to being like a joke character to like a character that you can actually take seriously. You finish reorganizing your Pokemon cards. I've pretty much made a personal goal to build a living Pokédex of Pokemon cards where I own one card of every single Pokemon. So far, I'm up to over 800. And missing 221 Pokemon. Damn. Cool shit, Danny. I hope you are successful with getting the other cards you need. Nah, she doesn't look like she has got saggy breasts. Yeah. That's one thing that I definitely need to be better at is like the placement and proportions of stuff. But you know what? I'm glad that I like decide to do the mannequin too for like Rouge. I'm gonna have to like make mannequins of characters before I like do an art stream or something, because that actually really helped with the correction a lot. If you enjoy collecting Pokemon cards, you know a channel that she might like what? Actually, let me take all this shit out. I need to see if I could like draw the Deep Pocket Monsters. He does Pokemon card collecting challenges. Did a whole series where he collected all 9 gen of Pokemon. Damn. Ah, damn. Actually, I could just do this. Yeah, and that channel kind of made me regain some hope in humanity because the people in those videos are so nice and generous. Oh, that's cool. We sure love to see that. A kid got scammed out of a gold card, which are rare and expensive as hell, and someone just gave that kid a replacement. Just gave it to him. Oh, that's really nice. You know, I sure wish the rest of the trading card game community could learn from that. Yeah, that's really cool of them. Yeah, like Magic, those psychopaths. I don't know anything about like the fans of that game. All I know about that game now is that they have really interesting crossovers that I didn't think they would do. Oh, they recently did like a crossover with like Final Fantasy, which I thought was really neat. Oh wait, the neck. Whoop. How the fuck is the jacket clipping over her neck? Secret. Any other details I could put on that? Honestly, no. I think that looks cool. Better than all the scalpers who make it impossible for me to buy any new booster packs that come out nowadays. GameStop always tells me they sell out within 30 minutes of opening with new shipments. Jesus. Good God. That is horrible. Alright, after I draw the X symbol here, then I'll take a break. I am so bad at taking breaks, and I wonder why I still have, like... Well, I mean, my carpal tunnel syndrome isn't as bad as it was back then, but I still have that shit. I really need to force myself to take breaks. I have to really fix that X, but I'll do it when I actually go into it. Oh god, the scalper situation is crazy. You weren't there, Danny, but during the last watch party I told Alpha. Oh yeah, you did. You did, yeah. You know, now that I'm gonna go on break, you could actually like type that out in like chat to let our viewers on Twitch know everything about that. But yeah, let me pause here. Okay. BRB. Alright, I am back. So let me see what y'all are saying. I watched the WoW episode of South Park the other day when Kyle got carpal tunnel. You thought of me? Yeah. I love how that's about it. I remind people of carpal tunnel syndrome, which yeah, I wish I did not have it, but I have young me to blame. What is y'all saying? Okay, so the story that Loki was talking about in that watch party over at my server, there's been instances where people are just buying everything from a vending machine. The refill guys get assaulted, and one instance where a guy sat in a car for hours before a vending machine was open and got mad that someone was there before him and made a whole scene about it. Yeah, and then you were like also mentioning that like they like called the cops and pretended that they got hurt, and then like they got like arrested, like not only for like a false report but also like disturbing the peace, which is just like good god. But yeah, also like low Q said, and I agree, like the Pokemon trading card community seem like, pretty good people, but scalpers are like really shitty, not just with Pokemon, for like anything. Like I really don't like scalpers. Glad it didn't go that crazy. I counted and have over 70 out of 103 new Pokemon introduced in Gen 9. Most of them are from online bundle listings and getting lucky with finding them in second-hand card stores. You believe you only found 5 booster packs for most of Gen 9? Oh, glad you didn't go that crazy for... Oh, okay. Just please don't play World of Warcraft. I mean, I'm not really interested in multiplayer online RPGs. Like, if the type of games that I stream is mostly what I'm interested in. You have no interest in playing or collecting other cards. I just do it for the Pokemon because I collected them since I was a kid. So many whole collections are built over 20 plus years. Damn. Yeah, I mentioned in the watch party too, but I mostly love Pokemon trading cards just for like the artwork. And that's pretty much it. I would like to like one day do like a little like art museum thing that like Mikusagi was doing with like the Miku event in VR chat, and just like look at like Pokemon card artworks and why I think they're awesome and what I like about them, and other stuff like that. We could like share our opinions on it. You only could find like a booster pack for a set that was released 3 years ago, and you occasionally buy unopened cards. Oh, card packs, huh? But speaking of all that, let's actually do that little thing that I do during breaks for art streams, where I just watch something. And today's thing that I'm going to be watching is going to be some video about like Warhammer 40k that Loki posted. For YouTube peeps, again, you're not going to be seeing any of this, so BRB. I guess that's one way you could get me or just any other person to like get interested in Warhammer 40k. That's pretty cool. I like that video. I think my favorite part was seeing the pony faction being there. That was like the highlight of that video for me. Okay, back to the drawing. Squirrel Girl as a Squirrel Mobian. I don't know. Like the Amy and Blaze thing I'm interested in. I don't know about the Squirrel Girl one. Maybe. It depends. Because I could definitely see that being a cute idea with like her using like squirrel chow instead of like the regular chow. Okay, what time is it? Okay, yeah, 2 hours in. Definitely not doing that other thing I want. In fact, I might continue this tomorrow. Marvel characters in a grim dark future. How would you turn that to a faction though? That would be cool though. I guess you can make like a faction with like the different Spider-Men, or like even a faction for like other characters like Iron Man faction or Captain America faction. You're getting hungry, so you may eat soon. That's fine. Thank you for stopping by, Danny. I'll see you later. Or wait, no, Shield Agents. There you go. That's a faction you can make for that game. Or Asgardians. Asgardians would actually be really cool. Yeah. Oh. AIM. Oh, yeah, you could also do AIM. Yeah, a faction based on AIM. Oh, a Hydra. Hydra's another one. And you could just have like a generic mutant faction too. Nah, probably not based on like the heroes or like the Brotherhood of Evil, cause how would you like individualize their powers? Cause I'm pretty sure like that's why that MLP faction didn't like mention anything about like individual like characters being in there, cause they all have to like play by the same rules of the faction. Oh, Scrolls. That's another one you could do a faction on. And the Nova Corps. Any other fucking group from Marvel? Oh, is that comedian character? Oh, yeah. It's like the most random fucking character for like those like crossover fighting games. It's like, yeah, let's just take this comedian from like a Japanese show, or I don't know if they came from like a Japanese show or they're just like a comedian in general, but yeah, let's just take that dude and put it in our game. Negative zone? What's negative zone? I'm not that familiar with the Marvel stuff. Raise the mic a little bit. Okay. That should be good. Hopefully. I hope it's good. I really have to like find a day or time to like tinker around with like mic positioning. Cause I have it in the bag with like gaming streams now, but drawing streams, I don't know. I think that's it, right? I think we did it. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. I could throw in the little details here and there with the jacket and the belt. Yeah, let me do that. Because I am taking things from a variety of like Rogue designs, but this is mostly based on the outfit from Fortnite. Because what feelings you have with that, you know, your feelings, but you have to admit, like, their take on the Marvel character designs are really cool. Like, my favorite one is, like, their take on, like, Green Goblin. That outfit looks really fucking cool. It has to be, like, my favorite Green Goblin design. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the Fortnite design for Green Goblin, but it is sick. You have returned from doing taxes? Well, welcome back. Yeah, we did the taxes, but yeah. Oh no, it's all cool. It's all cool. It is important that you get that done though, so it's a good thing that you are taking the time to do that. Reminder, for those who haven't done their taxes, you should probably do that right now. You got $45 back, but the service was $65. Damn. Oh, this is Sakura's theme, right? Very cool version of her theme. So I still like her EX3 theme more, but this one's really nice. So you got screwed out of $20. Damn. Damn. That sucks to hear, man. Oh yeah. Like I was saying, that would be a good way for me or just anybody like me to get into like playing Warhammer 40k. Because me and Lycans were like talking about like what like factions would be there if we like made a Marvel based one. And I just love how that version of Warhammer 40k it just like encourages you to like just have like silly fun and stuff. Yeah, at least it's just $20 or not like a 100. But all the cool indie games you could buy. Please stop. We can do it in TT Sims when I get the game computer. So we could do it. Oh, yeah. I mean, tabletop sim, but I just better like TT. Because my brain wanted to say Teen Titans Simulator. I'm like, wait, why would they be a Teen Titans Simulator? It encourages creativity a whole lot. The problem is that custom builder, you have to pay $5 a month for. Oh, was that like the thing he was showing off at the end or something? That's kind of like that pose thing that that Lunar was showing me, where you could make like like a mannequin that like does poses for you and stuff, like a actual mannequin, even though it's a lot better than like the shitty ones that you see. But the problem is like you have to pay like a monthly subscription for it, so I was like, I don't know. It's cool, but I don't feel like paying a subscription for that. I'd rather the one-time purchases. Oh, that's Shumagora's theme. I actually like his MVC3 version a lot more. So this one's really nice. Yeah, the people who made those armies are probably sub to their Patreon. If those people publish that army, it's already free. At least it's $5 a month though. That I will give it. Not like that pose of man, like that pose thing that Lunar showed me where it's like 12, which, you know, 12 isn't bad either. But it's also like I'm a broke ass bitch right now, so I can't really do that. So if there's a Marvel army, then you could just take the list. I'm wondering what type of army would I make though. That would kind of be like a fun idea to brainstorm. Also, with that $5, you get like extra stuff on their Patreon. So that's pretty dope then. If you get like extra things with a very cheap like subscription price. Kind of wish other subscription stuff were that cheap. It's Spider-Man, my favorite Marvel character. Oh shit. It's up to their Patreon. Also, whenever you get that gaming PC, we could just use that. Oh, I know. Oh wait, actually, yeah, the jacket would have to be like in the front. Nice. And then it's a plan. Oh wait, I'm not completely done with the jacket. I was so excited. I'm like, oh shit, we could like stop the stream here and then do the inking and coloring later. But I'm like, wait a minute, there's more stuff I gotta do here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you think so. I didn't think I'd do this good of a job with Rouge, but I don't know. I I really ended up enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. This Wolverine. Okay, yeah. That's the most interesting thing about this game. They have like really interesting alternate takes of like the character themes for like the characters that already have been in like the crossover games. And like this is the game where Spider-Man's theme originated from, which I actually really like. And of course there's like Shumagora. Hmm. Let me see how it looks here. Let me get a closer look. Honestly, have no idea if I'm gonna like keep all the detail when I come back to this. When I do the line art phase, but whoop. You know what? I'll keep the legs like that. I might shorten it a little bit next time I come back to this, like tomorrow, but yeah. But alrighty. I would do some more, but I do have to get going. So with all that said, thank you to those who stopped by. Thank you, Low Q. Thank you, Likens and Danny, and thank you for Delighted for following it. And thank you, Viper, to who showed up at the end. I'm so sorry, Viper, but I sadly have to get going. But tomorrow I will come back working on this still, and maybe maybe we'll like play those secret levels in Doom 64. I have no clue. Depends on how fast I'll go with this drawing, but yeah. Alrighty. Bye-bye.